Hello and welcome to another Xinh bootleg slash knockoff Lego review. This is Xinh set 0123. It has figures from 323 to 330. Some of these figures are also done by Pogo, and I have compared them in the Pogo video, so you want to check the comparison and see which sets you prefer to get. Go ahead and go over to Pogo video and check that out. I will say right here that not all the figures here are done by Pogo, and not all the Pogo figures are done by Xinh. So if you want a kind of complete set of Spider-Man characters or Captain America characters, you're gonna have to get both sets. And in this case, the Xinh one only has Spider-Man stuff. The Pogo one has two other Marvel characters in that set. So you can check that out in the after this video if you want. So here we have the Hobgoblin, Kraven the Hunter, White Tiger, Vulture, Sandman, Electro, Mysterio, and the Dr. Octopus. These two figures aside, all of these other ones are copied or based on characters that have been released in the two of the latest Spider-Man superhero sets released in 2016. Octopus, of course, is in the Octopus Robot set, which isn't that expensive. It's still a pretty big set, but the other characters here are in the really big set, which is quite expensive and also takes up a lot of space. So it's good that we have copies here of those figures, that so you don't have to spend so much money in such a big set if you just like these characters. And these are cool characters to have if you are a Spider-Man or Marvel or comic fan in general. So let's take a look at some of these figures. Now, Sandman was in a earlier release with the Rhino set, and this figure is a pretty decent figure, and the colors on the print are pretty good. It comes with a little sand hammer, which is pretty nice. He also does have back head print, but I mentioned in the Pogo video that the face on that one's a little bit better, but the color printing and the details of the print is a little bit nicer on this figure. And all these figures have really pretty nice clutch and movement overall. Next we have the Vulture here, who has the wings, of course, and the molding on the wings are hidden on the back there, so it's pretty good. And overall has a shiny feel to it. It is a little bit tight on the neck joint, but not tight to the point where it gets annoying. You just put your finger there and just push it up and it comes off quite easily. However, the print design here is a little bit different. This from the Lego design. There's more black lining on the feathers there. The face is a little bit off, and the mouth is also printed a little bit off, so the face is over a bit too big for the figure here. And the back of the figure also has a bit of a misprint there, which is, I guess it's okay, you can get away with because he's going to be wearing the wings, but when he's not, it's going to be a bit of an issue. And the details and design is also a little bit different from the official Lego one, which is kind of annoying because some of these figures here are based on the official Lego design, whereas this one and Kraven the Hunter are pretty different from the official Lego one. Here we have White Tiger. She does come with a hairpiece, but it doesn't want to stay in. It's a rubbery piece. It's a little bit too big, I guess. It's just, you can fit it in there all you want, but eventually, if you move it, it pops out so easily. Just touch it, it just pops out. If you don't touch it, it will pop out on its own eventually. Let's see how long it lasts in there if I don't actually touch it. Yeah, White Tiger here is printed and designed okay. Not really sure how these transparent things, there you go, are supposed to be on her, but they're a little bit cloudy and the color just looks off. It just doesn't look like official Lego, the transparent pieces. It just looks wrong. The yellow is a bit green as well. But the figure itself is done nicely, printed okay, not too much details going on. And the top headpiece here is made out of hard plastic, just in case you're wondering. But yeah, black hairpiece is rubbery, too thick, and too annoying. Kraven the Hunter here has some really nice details. He is very different from the official Lego figure. He also has digital print on the legs to give it sort of a really nice fur gradient pattern. It looks really good, and I'm definitely keeping this figure. Even though I do plan on eventually getting the New York Bridge set. Side arm print, face print is a little bit too Asian. I don't think he's Asian. And the back print there is kind of creepy. Good things on the back. They did not bother to print the side of the body there, even though they're giving him fur print across the hips. Oh well. Still, it's a pretty nice figure. I like it a lot. Digital print again for the Hobgoblin. Pogo did it better because they actually have orange legs with blue printed all the way around the top of the legs, even the top there. So this one's done the reverse thing, and digital printed orange on this blue plastic, so they had to print white underneath. But it seems like they didn't let the white dry, so the whole orange area looks blotchy, and there's no orange on top of the boots. It looks off. I don't like it at all. It's not nice, but they printed it inside the stud area too, which is something, I guess. The torso print, however, is decent enough. Face print is also pretty good. Pumpkin is also printed pretty nicely. He does have a second face there, which is also good enough. The cape is thin material, however, has a furry side on the inside. It's definitely thinner than the other furry capes I've felt, so it's good. It's very easy to move, but the furry bits inside definitely make it feel more secure and less likely to break, because when these capes are a lot thinner than the official Lego ones, you think if you're going to rip them apart, they're going to fall apart a lot, but this doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart for at least a while. Okay, next we have Dr. Octopus here, who also has digital printed yellow feet, and that's just not good. He does come with all of his arm attachments, but don't know how it... I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. These bits there that rotate on the ball joints, they rotate far too easily and actually are quite annoying to mess around with. I think the Lego ones are a little bit more secure than these. These are annoying. I mean, it is nice that it comes with this whole leg attachment thing, and you know, despite coming with these arm attachments, they still give you a plate for him to display on if you don't choose not to have him on these crazy octopus arms. So let me just get that off. Neck joint is not tight, so that's good. Just remove that silly hair, and well, there you go. If you don't want to buy a giant Dr. Octopus mech set just to get this figure, get the bootleg. It's far easier that way. The rest of the figure, again, is done pretty nicely and copied pretty well. It's just a shame those boots look wrong. Just get a yellow marker pen or something and or paint, and just try to paint over that yourself. It's a shame. Okay, let's look at the figures that they did on their own, or copied someone's design online. Now the head on Electro is based on a previous figure that I've seen, so not too special there, but the body itself, I don't know what's going on the body here. The design's quite nice, but it almost looks like something that would come out of a Fox movie, and that's no good. It's okay, probably use it for a different character. Transparent head is nice though. The print itself is okay, but you can tell this is a cheaply done figure because it only has mostly white. It looks kind of tacky and bootleggy, but they printed it on a dark blue plastic, which makes it look a bit better. Cape again is thin but has a furry side underneath and feels secure. Back of the body also feels, yeah, it feels like it's a cheaply done bootleggy print. And details is still really sharp. It's not enough colors going on. The colors look really flat. The arms are copied from the electrostatic Batman that you get in one of the visual guidebooks 2 years or 3 years ago. Was it 4 years ago? From the Lego Batman video game, they released that figure, that electric shock Batman figure, in one of the visual guidebooks from a few years ago, and it has this design on the hand. But they did add 2 white sperms on the side. So it's a little bit different from that arm, but if you get this, if you want that design, arm design, just remove the 2 sperms, and then you'll have the Electro Batman suit arms. And finally, this figure is pretty cool. Mysterio. Jim Sterling would super love this figure. The fact that official Lego has not released this guy, and this is a pretty nicely produced figure. Don't know why did they use yellow plastic for the hips. So it's got the weird yellow lines in the middle. Don't know. They could have just used green. They didn't print the back of the legs, but there's a cape there, so that's okay. Covers most of it. Furry cape again, and a pretty nice checkered pattern printed overall. It's not too hard to do this character in Lego nicely. So there you go. Now the head is quite tricky to get right. This cape feels a little bit thicker than the other ones, so to plug that head onto the body and not plugging it so far that this globe piece, which is the same as the map, the globe map that you would get with either the Batman 60s mansion set in his room where he has the globe, or the Pirates of the Caribbean globe map room. the map room set, a small set. So it's the same design as that plastic, just done in a transparent plastic. And you have to plug the head not too far in that you have no room to plug this head on, and not too far out that the cape will push the head off or make it too loose. You have to get it just right to plug the head on and it stays on there, or else this head will constantly fall off and get really annoying. I'm fiddling with it now, it doesn't seem to be coming off, so that's good, but you really have to get that magic spot. Too tight, too far, no good. So yeah, but still, it's a very nicely done figure, and looks like Mysterio, so that's cool. So while this set is nowhere near as colorful as the Pogo set that has half of these characters in that, Pogo and both XINH and Pogo contain half of the figures from the newest and latest Spider-Man sets. So if you want all the different Spider-Man figures for cheap in bootleg form, you're going to have to get both sets. There's no way around it, unfortunately. And the Pogo one and this one, both the figures that do cross over, overall I would recommend the Pogo set over this, but the extra figures in here are very nice. The Mysterio here is pretty good, and the figures that you don't get with Pogo are also pretty good themselves, and Kraven the Hunter is especially nice. I really like the design on that. It's pretty cool. It really, I don't know, it's just the best done figure in this set because of the digital print effect on the legs, really. It's just very nicely done. So if you like what you see here, I do recommend this set. Definitely save you a lot of money for if you don't want, or space, if you don't want random mechs to be in Lego sets. And for me personally, I think that's more of Lego's fault. They keep finding pointless reasons to add pointless toys to their Lego sets. Thinking, oh, we must sell more Spider-Man sets. We've already had Dr. Octopus before, so let's give him a mech. I don't really care about that mech. Maybe some kids will like it, but I really don't. Or Batman sets where they keep giving Batman new vehicles that aren't really that good. I really hate that Bat mech suit. I don't like the Dr. Octopus mech suit either. Iron Man's Hulkbuster makes sense, but it's far too big for scale. And so yeah, all the Lego mechs and superhero sets are just kind of lame to me. So if you're not too bothered about getting the official Lego figure or not, this is definitely the way to go, so you don't have to waste space with a giant mech. Yeah, as always, you can check out my other videos based on Lego bootleg and knockoffs, as well as the official Lego stuff that I've reviewed. I've reviewed a lot of superhero stuff and Star Wars stuff and other City and other Lego Mega Bloks and other brands, and as well as other action figures such as SH Figuarts, Mezco, Bunko, Figma, and model kits, monster arts, etc, etc. So you can check those out too. And as always, I hope you turn adblock off. I would appreciate that so much. And you can also support this channel on Patreon if you think this channel deserves this, and do more projects aside from Lego reviews and toy reviews. But of course, as always, you don't have to do any of that. As always, take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.